So, let's talk about the moon. Mainstream science tells us that it's a satellite of Earth with a diameter of just over 2,000 miles, or about 3,500 kilometers. They say the moon is what causes tides on the Earth by using its special technique, gravity. Well, I got a few problems with this whole moon tide gravity thing. If the moon's gravity is strong enough to pull millions of tons of water around the Earth, then why does it stop there and not pull it up off the Earth? There's no reason to expect it to not continue pulling the waters toward itself. How can it possibly decide to pull oceans of water, but when the moon is overhead, you can throw some water in the air and nothing happens. It just falls back down. Not only is there this selectively gravitational problem, but the Earth's gravity is almost 6 times stronger than the moon's in the first place. So why does the moon's gravity overpower the Earth's grasp on its own oceans? And if the moon's gravity is so strong as to pull the oceans around, even though those oceans are in Earth's gravitational pull, then why doesn't the moon have its own atmosphere as well? We're told the Earth uses its gravity to keep its own atmosphere locked to its surface. So why doesn't the moon have an atmosphere? Apparently the moon formed 95 million years ago when a space rock bonked into Earth, knocking off a big old chunk, which then became a ball and lost all semblance of earthiness. But that big chunk of Earth that flew off would have had a gravitational pull of its own, and I can't figure out how that pull, strong enough to move oceans around, wasn't strong enough to maintain its own little pocket of atmosphere when it drifted out into orbit. Not to mention, if the Earth kept the moon in its orbit, then what about that darn space rock?
One more thing.
Why doesn't the moon have a shadow during the day? Every physical object that we can see with our eyes has a shadow. The moon should be no exception, yet daily the moon supposedly floats out there in space without a darkened backside. Not to mention that new moons aren't perfect silhouettes in our sky as the sun shines from nearly right behind them. In fact, rather than having a shadowy, darkened backside, sometimes the moon can be visibly seen glowing on the side facing away from the direction of the sun. Well, I hope these questions make you doubt mainstream science's claims. The Bible, on the other hand, says that the moon is a light set inside the firmament for the purpose of lighting and timekeeping. This is what is scientifically observed, so that's what I believe. Thanks for watching. See you next time.